Hi, Aunty Gayle here. Looking to buy a car? Don't get taken for a ride. Come on the go with Aunty Gayle to learn the ins and outs of financing your car. Today I want to talk to you about buying a car. If you're going to buy a car, more than likely you need a loan. You're not going to buy it cash, more than likely. So really what we're talking about is car loans. Now when you're going to buy a car, before you even walk into the dealership, go to your bank or your financial institution because you want to have your financing or your loan in place before you even go to look at a car. So you want to get pre-qualified for your loan before you even look at a car. So when you get pre-qualified, what happens? The bank will tell you how much money they're going to give you. So that tells you how much car you can afford, the interest rate, the term, how long the loan is going to be, and what your monthly payment would be. So once you have those things, you can now walk into a car dealership to get a car. Now, usually when you go to a dealership, they'll try to get you to take their financing, which is fine because you want to shop around. So if their financing is cheaper than the banks, because remember, you already have on a piece of paper a pre-qualification that tells you the rate, the term, the monthly payment, and the amount the loan is good for. So if your dealership can beat those terms, then by all means go with the dealership. But more than likely, the dealership is going to be much more expensive. So get a pre-qualified for your car loan before you even walk into the car dealership. Don't get caught by just looking at the monthly payment amount. Look at all the terms in a loan. You may have a lower monthly payment, but the term is longer. So you end up paying more interest and end up paying more for the car overall. So make sure you compare the term, the length of time you'll be paying for the loan. Is it 3 years? Is it 4 years? Is it 5 years? The interest rate, the APR, the annual percentage rate. Look at the monthly payment and the overall amount that you're actually borrowing. What about leasing? Is it cheaper to lease a car? Well, generally it is, because when you lease a car, you're just paying to drive the car for a period of time. You don't own the car. It's almost like you're renting the car for a period of time, and you tend to have mileage limits. They might say you can't drive more than 12,000 miles for 1 year or something like that. So it depends whether or not financing is best for you. It depends on really how much you drive. You also need to make sure that the car that you're leasing is well taken care of. You have to make sure that you meet all the manufacturer recommended servicing. All that can cost you more at the end of a lease if you don't take care of the car. If you damage a car, you also need to fix it because you're renting the car for a 3-year period or a 4-year period or whatever length the lease might be, as opposed to financing the car where you take a loan and you actually buy the car. You own the car is yours. So that's the difference between financing a car and leasing a car. Leasing is generally cheaper, but then there are a lot of restrictions in terms of mileage and servicing and so forth that you don't have when you actually own the car, because it's your car. So those are my tips about car loans. Next time, we're going to talk about insurance.